Hello everybody and welcome back to Operation Logistics, where I think that what we might want to try doing... We're in a screen space camera canvas, right? So maybe we need to be converting a... Let's see here. Yeah, I think we may need to do a screen to world point. So let's go ahead and try... Oh, we actually do already have a reference to our camera. So our corrected mouse position is where it is. That's all well and good. That would be to a world point. Let's see here. Is that actually what we want? Let me check the documentation here. We basically do want screen space. Screen to viewport point? Maybe? We could try that. So essentially we would want to just set in the offset. Like so. And then do something like corrected mouse position equals cam dot screen to viewport point. Corrected mouse position. And then multiply that by... Is that going to give us a vector 2 or a vector 3? A vector 3. We could multiply that, though, by canvas scalar dot reference resolution. Would that do a thing? I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss here. I expected this to work previously. And it is working in 16 by 9. I honestly don't know what this is going to do. We'll find out. Come on, Unity. Come on, Unity. You got this. Okay. So let's see here. That ain't working. Okay. Had a bit of a hitch there. But yeah, that ain't working. Roger that. So... I know for a fact that there's a way to do this in screen space camera mode. I'm looking into it here. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, like... Just using the input.mouse position is what we're doing right here. That works fine as long as you're in the same aspect ratio as your reference resolution. However, when we need to scale that... we need to figure out exactly why that isn't working. I mean, when I've done things like this before, we had a world point that we were trying to track, and I just divided by the scale factor. But that does not appear to be working here. Oh, this is... Okay, this one is recommending just using screen to world point. Why would that work, though? Okay, so essentially this is saying that corrected mouse position should be equal to cam.screen to world point screen pose. Or not screen pose. That's the variable they used. Corrected mouse position. Seems a little odd. Why would we be getting a world point there? Screen point to world point. We'll see if it works. If it works, it's very counterintuitive, though. Because we want a canvas point, which we should be able to convert screen space to very easily, theoretically. But, I mean, if a world point works, a world point works. Come on, Unity. Yeah, that didn't work. It's down there, and it's just oh, it is moving. Wait. It's moving with the camera, not with the mouse. Oh my. I think it's moving a little bit on the y-axis, but it's moving almost exclusively on the x-axis. So yeah, like I expected, that's not the way to do it. Because like I said, the way I've done this before is just divide this by canvas scalar dot scale factor. Like so. That said, because we're not scaling necessarily evenly, I don't expect this to work either. I mean, we've tried this before. So, the question is, why exactly are we not getting the proper position here? Let's see here. Depending on what you have your canvas scaler set to, your canvas will or won't scale the UI elements under it when the resolution changes. It will, and that's the problem. We want it to, but this isn't actually giving us what we want here. Why isn't this working? That's the question. Like, the original code that we had here, this right here, why is this not working? Well, it is working on the x-axis because we are a multiple, or rather our scaling is directly referencing this. We are 100% the reference resolution. Let's go into our canvas quick and do a little bit of experimentation, actually. I'm making a couple of assumptions here that maybe we shouldn't be. So that's at position 0. That's at position 1920, as expected. But that's at position 1200. Look at that. I was expecting this to be at position 1080. 1920 by 1200. We're in 1610. In 1609, it is 1080. Uh-huh. So the X is remaining the same. The Y is not. Well, that's certainly intriguing. So that explains a lot, actually. That explains a whole lot. So we don't want to multiply this by the canvas scalar.referenceResolution.y. Rather, we want to multiply this by the current resolution, right? That said, this is basically just going to be not scaled. But what is the mouse position outputting? Debug.log mouse pose. Let's check. Let's go to a 5.4 here. And let's run this in as weird a resolution as we can. The fact that the Y height changes and the X height doesn't definitely answers the question. Come on. There we go. Okay. 944. Uh-huh. 1 by 1200. I was expecting the X here to be 1920. This is 950 or thereabouts. Which again is a little odd. Okay. I want to debug.log screen dot. Let's see, is there a screen dot size? Like, this is the resolution supported by the monitor. Current resolution. That's not going to give us the aspect ratio, right? That's going to give us the actual resolution in pixels. That's what I want. So this is like 1200 by 950 thereabouts. Okay, come on. That's enough biome generation. We're not going to use it. Okay, it's outputting 1920 by 1080 at 60 Hz. That's not what we're looking for. So I guess we're going to have to do screen.width. Come on. Screen.width plus screen.height. Okay. Let's go ahead and run this and see what information that gives us. Because this just gave us the resolution the current monitor is running at, I would assume. So like if this was actually a full screen application and it resized it, then we would get the correct output, but it's not, so we're not. I mean, that makes sense. Come on. One of these days, Unity. No? Come on, you can do it. Is it just me or is this taking longer? Okay, 1186, 949 is the current screen.width and screen.height. And we know that that corresponds to the input.mouse position. Which means that this should give us a percentage. That said, just the raw coordinates should work, right? Because if we multiply this by screen.width, and then multiply this by screen.height, that's going to come up with some... That's basically just the same as adding the raw coordinates, right? I would think so. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am. But we'll find out here. So we now know a couple of things. Multiplying by the reference resolution.x seems to work fine. If this works fine vertically in all aspect ratios, then maybe we do the reference resolution on the x-axis and this on the y? That just seems really weird, though, that we'd have to do that. Okay. Well, that definitely doesn't work. Yeah, definitely not. As I expected, that's basically just the raw coordinates. So we put... Come on, Unity, go away. We put back in the reference resolution. Okay. Maybe what we need to do is take the reference resolution and divide, on the y-axis only, and divide that by the canvas scalar.scale factor? I'm grasping at straws at this point. Maybe. I don't even know. Oh, I should probably actually sit down and think about this, but I can't be bothered. The other option, of course, is maybe multiply it by the scale factor. Okay, there we go. But yeah, that definitely doesn't work. Let's try multiplying it by the scale factor. Unity, please stop that. Please stop that, Unity. It's very annoying. Okay. I don't expect this to work either. Maybe we need to be multiplying this all by the current screen height divided by the reference resolution. Yeah, this didn't work. So maybe this needs to be the reference resolution. Unity, stop that. The reference resolution screen.height divided by our reference resolution. I have no idea if that'll work, but it might. We'll give it a go. If this doesn't work, I'm going to have to put a cut in and rethink how we're doing this and come back with an actual solution. Come on. It's probably something exceptionally simple that I'm just too thick to think of right now. But we'll find out. That's just off screen. Okay. Well, for one thing, this gives us a percentage here. And that would just output screen.height. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a cut in here, and next episode, I'll come back with a bit more of an actual plan on how we're gonna handle this one. See you all then.